Good evening, my friends. I hope you're well. Today, there is a new wallet tracker on Ethereum, one of the most advanced ones I've seen, and it operates slightly different. So, when I got sent this, I immediately said, I'm sick of these wallet trackers that just send me 500 signals and then they say, oh, look, we caught 100x today. And it's like, you called 1,000 things. Of course, you're going to catch something. Anyway, I like this because it's on Ethereum, so there's a bit more quality and less signals to kind of go through. On Solana, everything seems a bit cooled. So this one specifically finds profitable wallets that have been recently profitable. Yeah, so let's say I think it's the last 20 trades, something like that, off a token. If I'm profitable for 20 trades, it will track me. As soon as I become unprofitable, it stops tracking me. And it also gives signals around if I've aped more than usual than I usually do. Let's say my average buy is 1 ETH and then suddenly I buy 10 ETH. It'll give that signal. There's loads of metrics that actually find it's really good actually, the way they've made it. But we'll go into that in a bit. But in terms of purchasing it, there is a free tool, so you can use the free signals if you want. There is a paid monthly. I've grabbed a month. I want to try it out, and you can pay in the holder access, which is 250. I believe that is around $600, I think. So it's slightly more. I don't know if that's lifetime access. So maybe if you get a nice dip, you can maybe jump in from there. So let me go ahead and show you the tool. I'll leave everything linked in the description so you can go through it. Now let's see how good the tool is. First we'll check out the website and then we'll check out the Telegram. And we'll see if it's actually caught anything here. So it's got calls, as in who's called it, and we've got a whale and we've got a tiered system. So I'm guessing the tiered one is obviously the best traders, how much they're holding and stuff like that. So a tier 4 wallet aped, it's obviously a very low market cap. But yeah, you can grab the contract if you want to have a look at that. It's not a low market cap. I think it called it at that. If it did, that's really good. But it shows, let's try and find one with a lot of holders maybe, or tier 1 or whale or something. I mean, it might be a lot to filter through, but this is generally how I would have a look at it. And I find it easier to use the Telegram. Now, I purposely left the Telegram open. So you see 60, 60. That's really good. I looked at my other ones and there was like, I think 1,000 on another bot. So we're going to go through and have a look and see how many of them, how well they've done. So I think this is the free one. This is the paid one. Obviously, you can see more detailed, but we look at the free one because the free one's good enough, in my opinion, a lot of the times. So it says there's 4 tracked buys, buyer's first purchase. So this one had 37. So I don't know if that's bugged out or what, but let's have a look. And let's see when it actually called it. So market cap 2.4. Okay, so I guess slightly up. Um, when did it call it is the question. 1 hour ago. So about then, I think. I think it caught the dip. So obviously the people that aped in were there. You can make your decision if you like this. Looks like obviously a Matt Fury or whatever his name is. And let's look at the paid tool. So when you use this, it's not really something where you start to say, I'm going to buy everything. You need to scroll back and have a look. What makes a successful token? Is 20 people buying it any good? No. Is someone buying early? No. This one's got 5 tracked wallets. So in terms of that, you can have a little look and say, why is that? Marie Rose. So I'm just looking at charts. Obviously, I haven't sat down and looked at these, but in theory, catching one of these good would be good. And we've already seen it's like there's no real meta on Ethereum. Ethereum is like a bit slow, in my opinion. But it's starting to come back. And I don't really like Ethereum, but I like Ethereum, if that makes sense. Because it suits my trading style. Something like this is a chart I tend to buy. Maybe not now, but I would put a limit order in down here. And really and truly, you must look at the hourly volume, yeah? So this is kind of signaled, but someone just aped in to buy the floor. And they'll probably sell, so I don't think it's going to be a profitable trade. And let's have a look and see. So it's got a live dashboard. Let's have a look. Super Grok, Moon, first seen. So they got, is this today? Is the question. No, it's just a live dashboard. So it shows ones they caught quite early. First seen 11K market cap. What is it now? 12K. Yeah, bit rubbish. Not bad, not great, but this could be an early one. Who knows? Like it might actually do okay. Who knows? And it's just launched an hour ago. But in terms of profit, this one's up at like a 2x. Let's see what it's at now. I think that's a live dashboard. So this one was picked. And I think this one might do okay. You'll obviously have to go in and see why. But have a look at this tool. Check it out. It is pretty decent in my opinion. And there aren't much rugs as much on Ethereum. You obviously have to be careful. But a tool like this is not too bad. So oh, it gives notifications as well. That's not bad. So let's have a look. Let me refresh. So that was obviously the first one it's picked. And that was, I'm guessing, one of the better ones. It's up. Buy, sell. So this one had 4 calls. Okay, and it shows you who called. So I think on Ethereum it's very caller based or wallet track based. So this tool does both of it and it shows you the honeypot risk, etc. I haven't obviously had a massive deep dive into this, but it looks promising. Is this money well spent for $150? Yeah, if it can find you something, you only really need one trade. You can put zero point 0.1 Ethereum in and then double it, and then you paid for it for 2 months. And that's kind of what you want. You need a tool to actually use it, go through everything, and just have it open. Have this pin chat, the pro version, in your Telegram pin, and you can go through it. I just hope there's a way in the future where we can actually filter it ourselves. So, for example, I wouldn't be interested in anything that's less than 24 hours old. That's just personally me. And I wouldn't be interested in anything below, 200K market cap. But that's just me. We'll keep an eye on it. If anything comes about, anyone wants to try it, I'll link the free version and the paid version so you can try them out. But you can see here, the free version calls the same amount as the pro version. So you can still use it for free. Listen, I wish you all the best. Thanks for watching and take care.